When designing a Mediterranean garden, the first thing to consider is the soil. Mediterranean plants prefer well-drained soil, so if you have heavy clay, you might need to amend it with organic matter or consider raised beds. The soil should also be slightly acidic to neutral and pH. Next, think about the sun. Mediterranean plants love the sun, so your garden should ideally be in a spot that gets at least 6 hours of direct sunlight each day. If you have a shady garden, don't despair. There are Mediterranean plants that can tolerate shade, like certain types of ferns and ivy. Water is another important consideration. Mediterranean plants are adapted to survive with little water, so they're perfect for a low-water garden. However, they do need some water, especially in the first year or two, as they're getting established. After that, they can often survive on rainfall alone, especially if you live in an area that gets winter rains. Now let's talk about the plants themselves. There are so many beautiful Mediterranean plants to choose from. It can be hard to know where to start. Some of my favorites include lavender, rosemary, sage, thyme, and oregano. These are all aromatic herbs that can be used in cooking, and they also attract bees and butterflies to the garden. For larger plants, consider olive trees, cypress trees, or pines. These can provide structure and shade in the garden. For color, consider plants like bougainvillea, with its vibrant pink flowers, or geraniums, which come in a variety of colors. One of the great things about Mediterranean gardens is that they can be very low maintenance. Once the plants are established, they require little water and can often be left to their own devices. However, they do benefit from a bit of pruning in the spring to keep them looking their best. In terms of design, Mediterranean gardens often have a relaxed, informal feel. They're about enjoying the outdoors, so consider including seating areas where you can relax and enjoy the view. Stone or gravel paths can add interest and help to create a sense of journey through the garden. Finally, don't forget about the wildlife. Mediterranean gardens can be a haven for bees, butterflies, and birds, so consider including plants that provide food and habitat for these creatures. You might also consider a bird bath or a small pond to provide water. So there you have it, a brief introduction to Mediterranean climate gardens. I hope this has inspired you to consider this style of gardening, whether you live in a Mediterranean climate or not. Remember, the key is to work with nature, not against it. Choose plants that are adapted to your climate, and you'll have a garden that's not only beautiful, but also sustainable and resilient. Thank you for joining me today, and I look forward to our next journey into the world of gardening. Until then, happy gardening.